All you PNFers out there, thanks for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm waving. I've got Howard and Rock here that we work with to export food. So the whole point of the podcast is to help you, the listeners, the people watching, understand a more in depth where food comes from, how it gets from here to there, and the people behind that and the relationships it requires. So Howard and Rock, thank you so much. Really, thanks for being business partners. We love that. That's a great thing. Yep. And spend just a second or two introducing yourself. Let's start with Howard, and then we'll go to Rock.
Sure. My name's Howard Brauner, and I'm real happy to be here today. And my company sources and exports protein and agriculture products from the U.S. to China. There's such a great need for foodstuffs there, and products produced in the USA are of excellent quality. And that's really what they're looking for, is high quality products. And I'm proud to have Peterson Natural as one of our first partners for the export of pork.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun to find a group, an exporter, an importer that values the things we value, minimal ingredients, certain natural qualities of our product that we're not adding, let's say, ractopamine and some of these things that China specifically is really sensitive to. Rock, you've got the Chinese perspective. Help us, tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
Okay. Hey, guys. I'm Rock. I came from China. I'm Chinese enterprise guys. So I came here just to nails here to find something more, Our group cooperate with Peterson Natural Farm for more than a year to import the pork feed items. And we are good partners. And this time I'm here just to look for more items. Natural products. This is the top important because, the United Foods, you have the highest quality, especially for the ractopamine free and natural. So this is what I'm here to find more and more items imported into our group. Our group is a university student service group. So food safety is top important. Yeah. So that's why we are here in the Peterson Natural Farm. So that's awesome. my trip this time.
Awesome. Well, it's good to meet you. By the way, welcome to Texas. And we're going to get Rock on a horse later today. That's going to be a fun.
Thanks very much.
Well, it's about our relationship, isn't it? I mean, okay, great. We're selling you some pig feet, which
already
people, if they listen to this show very much, they understand how important whole carcass utilization is. Like, we're raising pigs. We want to find value add, a great place to market every piece of that animal because we value their life. We want their resource to be used to its maximum capability. So finding a good partner for the feet really works out. And before I forget, shout out to Jim Ondersack. He's sitting over there in the chair. He's not on the mic, but he's the person at Peterson's along with other people on our team that he works with, but really that keeps this relationship healthy, helps us find these opportunities through Howard, through Rock, and we're excited about it. And I'm excited for people to get to hear, like the faithful Petersons, I call them PNFers, they get to hear we're sending product to China. We're exporting products that to a place that I know is strict. Chinese market expects quality, expects safety. So I'm proud that we're able to make that happen.
Well, it's interesting because with Jim and his team's help, we've been able to learn about export through the USDA Food Safety Inspection Service, what that's all about, what China's requirement is for, you mentioned ractopamine. So we're ractopamine free, as Peterson always is. Animal friendly. That's important because we're not looking at the business as just a commodity business. We want the high quality that Peterson brings because it mirrors what our team in China is looking to do.
Yes. Chinese market is really hard, is strict on the food safety control by Chinese custom. And sometimes we don't want to import some normal item Now, this year's business, our Peterson Natural Farm sticker on every case already have a very great push in our hands. So for our group, it's easier and easier since we show them, okay, we are Peterson Natural Farm. Okay, people, it's easily to accept. But now only 1 or 2 items not enough. So we need Peterson Natural Farm to offer us more and more items, such as something new or something sells very well in the U.S. market. We just want to import into our market. This is a pretty good item. So firstly, Peterson Farm is already a good brand in China in our group.
Yeah.
So this is the top thing. And the second, we just want to find more and more and more. So I have 2, 3. So this.
Well, I thought it was you taught me something I would like everybody to get to hear is the value or the perception of salt and sugar with particularly moms, females in China that they really, if they're thinking about feeding it to their kids, they're sensitive to salt and sugar.
So now, just now, the new taste of this Peking and sausage really broke my mind because...
Broke your mind? Yes.
No, I can see before hours in my own mind, in China, our Peking is a little too saucy. I don't like that. And in China, mom controls everything, controls for husband, controls for kids. And currently, more and more Chinese moms, they don't like our kids to eat too much salt, too much sweet. So less saucy, less sweet is better. So just taste. Change me.
So this was the first time that we got to sample. This was the first time that we got to sample Peterson's organic applewood smoked bacon. So we just had, before we came on the podcast, we tasted it for the first time. And Rock just looked at me and said, I've never had bacon like this before.
Never.
And
really?
Bacon in China is a commodity like it is here. It's everywhere.
Right.
In China, though, they're looking for that special, and Peterson's may have just solved a problem with a new opportunity.
Well, I look forward to that, and we just deal with the challenges as they come. I mean, you're trying to grow your business. We want to grow our business. The market is really big in China. We just find places where we fit. I'm already a little nervous that your demand for our products is going to outrun our ability to supply it, but then we'll just deal with it.
We're okay with that. We'll make sure that we're not going to outstrip your supply. You've got your base customers here. We recognize that, but a year from now, you may be showing us a new addition to your plant to handle the volume that we need, which would be great.
This is so valuable. Anybody listening, you're here, this happens at conference room tables all over the world, in the U.S. for sure, in Texas, in Hamilton, Texas, where we are, it happens. But this is how you keep a company growing. It's how we find win-win partnerships. And that's the only kind of business I know how to run or to be a part of is if it's partnerships. And that's exciting. I really appreciate you guys spending the time to come here and see what we do.
For me, I'm so excited, and I think I came in the right places. Even we started for years, and I've been here because of the bad situation, and now I'm here. So there's a new item. I'm so excited. Really.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
Well, it's not over yet. We got more stuff. I got a couple other questions. So, Howard, how do you get to be a broker selling products? Can you speak Chinese? Did you live over there for a while?
My background is on consumer products. Good. I was in the consumer product industry for 40 years.
Yeah.
And running companies, building brands, importing from China, sourcing in China. The last company I was chief operating officer, I met this young fellow sitting next to me and made him our QC manager. His degree is in textile.
Okay.
we met. We were in the textile business for a few years. COVID curtailed the business. We were working with hospitals, and because of the fast spread of the disease, they didn't want to deal with anything. We were able to travel really to do business. So I said, it's time for me to retire. I'm done with consumer products. I don't want to deal with the retail with anymore.
Yeah.
And I called my friend in China, told him that I'm leaving, and he says, good, now you can come work with me. I said, so what are you doing? He says, well, we sell pork and chicken and import, and we have a license now to import in the U.S. for the U.S. and go find me some suppliers.
Awesome.
It's the hardest job I've had in the last 2 years.
Well, really impressive to me because it's hard when you've had success. You've done a big thing in the textile business, and the meat business is not the same. It's a whole, you had to really start over. So everybody high five Howard, because that's not easy. And he just said it out loud. It's been very hard.
Well, hardness, not so much as the relationships like with Jim Mundrusik and his team is great. The fraud, this industry is so large globally, and the amount of billions of dollars shipped to China every month. People will do anything to try to get a piece of it.
Yeah.
So we've had to investigate fraud. We've had to report people to Interpol because of international wire fraud. And we've gone through all of that. We've got good, solid suppliers, and we're staying in the USA. And Peterson is a major quality company.
Oh, yeah. I love that. It rings true in every scenario. The people you work with, the businesses you work with, if you'll build those right in good faith and trust but verify kind of stuff, then next thing you know, maybe 10 years from now, we're just really rocking and rolling because we've got that amount of time of trust and understanding, and we've got a lot of customers that are already like that, and that's a nice place to be. So Rock, how did you sounds like you were in, what did he say, the textiles?
In my family business, food business, but year before, I just don't want to work with my family.
Okay.
So, before the COVID situation, I phoned over and just want to ask him whether we can find something directly from the U.S. because before our family purchased just locally. We've did Tyson or GPS directly. They have their own office in China, with Shanghai or Smithfield, all our suppliers. But my family just needs me to purchase directly, and we don't only need the current item. We need some higher quality, more natural, more safety, higher quality to support our university group. So, we students in the university, they have high knowledge if we have different ways to know the world. So they know which is safe, which is better. They don't care about sometimes pricing on the first choice. So they need better and safety food. So that's our group decide to do. So we can set up our new team in our family group to import directly. So we work together with Howard to solve for different such as yards, honey, and oils. So piggies, sausage, everything natural and safe is our product.
Oh, man. See, that aligns with, I think people miss sometimes how much we are all alike, really, ultimately. I think I want for my family safe food. My children, when they're in school, I want whatever food they're getting there to be the best quality. It's not cheap sending a kid to school, so hopefully they get really high quality nutrition because it also helps them learn.
To support students, price never the first choice because safety is first choice indeed. Also for myself,
yeah,
my wife purchased the first step. We just see the behind 40% chance, but not to see the price.
Right.
So
yeah,
I believe
Yeah.
every lady, you do the same thing. So every choice, pricing the first.
Yeah. Price is always a piece of it, though.
Yep.
I mean, you have to. I think everybody does their due diligence to make sure they're getting a fair price. We need to make a little money. I'm not ashamed of that. Peterson's has to make a little money because we've got employees. We want to take care of them. Same for you guys.
From my perspective, it's not the price that's important. It's the value
Yeah.
consumers getting. Are they getting a better quality product? Are they getting a larger size? The value.
Absolutely.
I think just now I taste the sausage. Oh, first the taste, and second there is nothing else inside in my first choice. So I have asked you few price of tuna, right?
Right.
I
Yeah.
just tell you that's what I love.
Yeah.
If it's like in the market, I will purchase, but know the price.
Right.
In my mind, from how I into this cake in this room, we never ask for prices.
That's true. You haven't.
Just give me the price and no. Just tell, okay, this tastes good.
Yeah.
So this is maybe my choice. And the next step, I choose this one. Okay, Neil, let's sit down and okay, talk on prices.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, if you don't start with a product you feel good about, tastes good, actually, the price doesn't matter anyway.
100%. Yes, the quality
Yeah.
and the value. That's really what.
That's right. BNFers, thank you for listening. Howard, Rock, thank you for being a part of the podcast, really, and the YouTube channel so we can share
Hey, thanks for having us.
where food comes from.
I'm
Thank
so
you,
glad.
thank you. Yeah.
So excited to be here. Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
That's good.